better to address it head on as opposed to letting someone else run with the narrative. I learned that from you, actually.
Well, I like how the fact that I think you're the only one properly monetizing the response. So, you know what I mean? But go ahead. What's going on with Aries Spears? I've seen the Boosie situation. I want to update on that as well. His interview is out. Mm-hmm. Give me the update on the latest in the Vlad TV financial office.
Okay, so with Aries Spears, we started doing interviews around 2016. And I thought Aries was extremely funny. He was witty. He had great impressions. And I just thought he was a talented dude. So we started doing interviews. And in the beginning, it was a little bit slow. And over time, it started to work out. The views went up. People got to know us. And the audience started to increase. Now, the thing about Aries, though, is that Aries would always have issues with things that are going on. So at one point...
Business-wise or just culturally?
Business-wise.
Okay.
Business-wise. So a few years ago, Aries called me and he was like, yo, man, I can't get any acting gigs because of these clips of me talking about people. Now, it's my fault he can't get acting gigs. It's not because maybe he's not a great actor or maybe he hasn't done a major movie in 30 years since Jerry Maguire. It's my fault that he's not getting acting gigs. So I said, I'm not removing anything. You know, he wanted all the clips removed. I said, I'm not going to remove anything.
What year was this?
Oh, man, maybe about...
It's always your fault, Vlad. You're the evil Vladimir. You know that. They call him a vulture. I never called him a vulture.
You know, he wanted all the clips removed. I said, I'm not going to remove anything.
What year was this?
Oh, man, maybe about 4 years ago or so. Something like that. And, you know, at one point, you know, he stopped talking to me, stopped working. And at one point he came back and we started doing more work together.
Yo, this guy is wild, bro. This guy is wild, honestly. Honestly, I think that Vlad is absolutely wild. And if my homie calls me, right? If my homie called me, and this didn't happen before, if my homie called me and say, hey, man, X, Y, and Z, can you remove this or remove that? As a matter of fact, I'll go so far as to say I have done reaction videos and people have called or people have emailed me and said, hey, I know that this was going to go viral, this and that, so on and so forth. Could you take that down or whatever? And if they ask, like if they reasonable, and if you ask me, absolutely, 100%, I got you. I'll go ahead and remove that because I ain't trying to get nobody jammed up. I ain't trying to remove nobody's money. And if I do business with you, let's say, for example, I book you for an interview and I actually pay you some money for an interview, right? Then we just gonna figure it out how to get the money on the back end. We gonna get our money back on the back end, or we'll do another interview, or we'll figure it out, or we'll work together. But if you doing, I've always believed in just doing, it's not just doing good business, because Vlad is not doing anything wrong. If you do an interview with somebody and they sign a release forms or whatever.
Yeah, it's not against the rules, but it's a little bit, I understand where Anton coming from, but Vlad was like, I don't care. You know, Vlad don't care. I personally don't think that had anything to do with his acting gigs or him not being able to get acting gigs. It's like, really? That's why you're not getting no acting gigs. Nothing to do with the bathtub with the youngins. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with playing a PDF file as a joke. And like really inserting actual young people into it. You think that's fine. That's fine. That's no problem. Little kids in the bathtub, blowing bubbles, farting in the tub and stuff, tickling toddlers. None of that stuff has prevented you from getting from getting acting gigs. That's why your Vlad interviews. So for me, I hear what Anton's saying, but Aries' excuse also doesn't hold up water. And I guess Vlad was like, yo, I don't care. I'm trying to get that money. Me personally, well, first of all, you got to understand, Vlad made it clear very recently that Aries was not his friend. So that has to be taken into account. In fact, if you ask me, it sounds like Aries was more like he kind of hated him. sounded like he kind of didn't like him. He said every time he left out, you know, he left makeup all over everything. He need a 6-pack of small towels, need little hand towels. You gotta go to the dish. He need a bunch of dish rags. Then you gotta wipe everything down when he leave. Everything is all slippery and stuff. So maybe Vlad didn't like him in the first place. And he like, now you want me to take the videos down that I already paid you for? Maybe Vlad doesn't think as creatively as Anton is saying. Because to me, it sounded like a good idea to do a second interview. Like, okay, that's cool. I'll take it down. But in exchange, you got to do me one for free, just off the scrimp, to make up for that money I'm finna lose. And that makes it sort of even because he still made money initially off the times that he had the videos up before, coupled with, you know, what he'll make off the new video. So then he can, you know, to sort of make up for that in perpetuity situation. Because I would imagine that the new interviews would be a lot less controversial and a lot milder and perhaps garner less views. So I think that would be a fair exchange. And you know how I say, a fair exchange is never a robbery. All right, but let's see what Anton has to say.
Vlad is not doing anything wrong, but I think it's a difference between upholding your end as a businessman, because he's not like withholding payment from anybody. Nobody said that he didn't pay him or that he didn't do what he agreed to do. But the other side of it is, are you doing it as a good person? I'm going to address that in a minute, Lonnie Clark. We're going to get there. But I want to get the full story first. If I rock with you and you know what I'm saying, we got a decent relationship, you say, hey man, I'm jammed up or my money is messed up or whatever, or I can't get no acting gigs or I can't get no bookings or whatever because of some stuff that I said, and you know what, could you take that down or whatever, then yeah, bro, I got you.
If you think it'll
Let me
help,
know if you need anything else.
if you think it'll help. If you took everything Aries Spears ever did off of the internet, that's not going to suddenly get him in no movies. What about them black ass eyes? What about his nasty attitude? What about his hungry Lord of the Rings Gollum obsession with money? These things aren't going to fix the Aries Spears problem, man. Come on, stop playing that song. You saying that because you don't have to deal with Aries Spears. Your friends with like Brian McKnight and other people like that. He's like, oh, I don't know. But then again, I don't know Aries Spears. Maybe he's delightful. You know what I'm saying? Maybe people love Aries Spears and they can't wait to have him around, except for those things he said on Vlad TV.
And not only am I going to do that, I'm going to also, hey, bro, if you need anything, let me know. I got a bridge for you. You need some, you know, hit me up if you need anything. And that's what I believe that building relationships and networking does. Let me continue to hear the rest of this video.
My staff would always complain that Aries was disrespectful to them.
Really?
He would show up. At one point, he forgot his towel. Right, you see his towel on his leg sometimes because he sweats a lot because he's kind of overweight. And he forgot,
Shots fired.
got his towel, and he's like, "Yo, I need a towel." And
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, bro? Why you got to say all of that? He's like a bitter baby mama.
He mad because he don't like how Aries treated him. Because allegedly when Aries texted him back, he kind of big timed him. He was like, we could talk about this at some point. It's a lot more to the text messages, but I just like to make it a little more economical.
I told y'all years ago that this guy was exactly who he's showing himself to be right now. I told y'all. And the minute that you feel, you know, that you cross him, or the minute that he disagrees with you, he gonna go ahead and he gonna do all of this female type stuff and start throwing all of these shots on the low about how it is that he feels about you. He gonna tell you what he really feels. And see, this is what females do, right? Yeah.
Right, and I hear what he's saying, because you probably feeling like that the whole time. So why was you messing with me strictly for money? And that's fine in a business situation, but don't pretend like we friends. And I don't know if he ever did that. Aries claims that he did. Aries claims that he was like, yo, you told me on several occasions we were friends. So, you know, I think that's a little weird, but that's what he said.
As you know what, we fall out, we get back into the pocket with each other, we roll with each other, we brothers fight. That's what they do on a regular basis, right? But then he started throwing all of this other yeah, man, he's overweight, so he sweats a lot. It's like, what? Where all of this come from? As I told y'all, he not y'all friend, bro. I told y'all he not y'all friend. And now y'all want to act like, oh, man. And guess what? There will be no shortage of people going on the platform.
No.
There will be no shortage of people going on the platform. Let me pull up his platform.
It's going to be new people, especially since he's paying. It's a job. A lot of entertainers need a job. It may not look good for some people. Like, I think it may actually affect certain actors. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I don't know how y'all get to correcting my speech, but there are a lot of people that perhaps going on Vlad may hurt their brand. It may feel like a step down, but to a lot of entertainers, there are a lot of intermediate level, I don't know what you want to call them, B-list entertainers and C-list entertainers that could definitely use that bump from Vlad. Not only in the traditional Hollywood, but also as it pertains to their own platforms. They may have their own thing going on, and a good showing with a bunch of views over on Vlad would contribute to their own platform blowing.
Vlad. Oh, this dude is dirty. Dog. He literally just dropped a video of Aries Spears, and it looked like it's probably a throwback video.
I saw that. He gonna double, triple down on him. He gonna
Man,
get all
this
his money
guy
out of
is
him.
something else, bro. This guy is something else. This dude is dropping Aries Spears. Look. Right after you get done.
I apologize, y'all. I'm like editing on one computer and it's streaming on the other. So cut me some slack. God damn.
Talking about you. He gonna throw it, and then he throw the flashbacks up. Look, he threw a flashback of Boosie. After he said that he wasn't gonna work with Boosie no more because Boosie wanted so much money, then he dropped a Boosie video. A flashback video of the man. Listen, bro. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all. But no, y'all wanted to keep on playing the game. Y'all wanted to go and, do whatever it is that you're doing. And so now look at what you got going on.
So you're not going on Vlad, Anton? That's what you're trying to tell me? You never gonna go on Vlad TV? I watched that one. Y'all can get some money together. You like money?
Here's some paper towels. Like, no, I need a cloth towel. So he made Leo go and run to the store and bring him back a cloth towel. At one point, Aries was
some rags I was telling y'all about.
Complaining because he needed a makeup artist. I mean, literally the only person I've ever interviewed that needs a makeup artist every interview. Every interview, but I'm like, that's cool.
Wait, he needs a makeup artist every interview?
Every interview.
Oh.
Every interview. So there's a makeup artist, shout out to my girl Candace, who comes early to do his makeup.
Shout out to Candace.
And then he does the show. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll cover the cost. It is what it is. So the show continues. We're doing our thing. And, I like the back and forth that me and him have. And the thing about Aries is that he lives 10 minutes away from my LA studio. And unlike some of the, my more successful comedians, like a TK Kirkland or a D.L. Hughley, he's not on tour as much. He's available more often. So a lot of times when I shoot, he's available. I'll hit him up a couple of days before. A free Tuesday? Yeah, I'm free. And we do it. So he's just on a lot.
At 4 o'clock, always answers.
Yeah, it's convenient for me. It's convenient for him. It all works out. He's 10 minutes away. He shows up. He gets his makeup done. He gets to go out that night wearing makeup. Everyone wins.
All right. So let me ask 2 questions while I interject here.
Yeah.
Is that a goal to go out at night wearing makeup? Is that something you want to do, guys? I don't know. I'm not from Hollywood. I'm not an actor. Y'all let me know.
Number 1, and this applies to Boosie and Aries Spears, as you talk about these fallouts. We've never heard about these fallouts. We just see you guys on camera. Are you guys friends?
I see you, Anton, letting your gray grow in. Yo, I think everybody, all the men need to let their gray grow in. You will understand where they're coming from more often if y'all can kill this Beijing. Corey Holcomb, let it grow in. Let it grow in. Please let it grow in. Because you know, in real life, Corey looked like Morgan Freeman sitting up. You'd be like, why is Morgan talking all that shit? There was a time where bitches wasn't shit. Damn you, Anton. Damn you. I wish a motherfucker would run up on me. That's my Morgan Freeman is Corey Holcomb.
No, it's really more of a business situation.
Okay.
With me and Aries. We're friendly with each other, but we never really get on the phone.
Oh, this one he said he wasn't friends.
These fallouts. We've never heard about these fallouts. We just see you guys on camera. Are you guys friends?
No, it's really more of a business situation.
Okay.
With me and Aries. We're friendly with each other, but we never really get on the phone and we talk. Like, for example, like a Michael Jai White, that's my friend. We talk a lot. Willie D, that's my friend. We talk a lot. TK Kirkland, that's my man. We talk all the time. I go with him, to people like this, and we talk about our problems and issues and so forth. And, these are people I respect. But me and Aries are really just business. We show up, and that's that. Now,
And he out of the Aries business.
over time, his appearance fees were going up, right? Because the views were going up. And maybe about a year and a half ago, his videos, his clips started to go super viral on TikTok. There was these videos that me and him did together that they put these boring sounds behind, and like literally, I think hundreds of millions of views start happening on TikTok.
Yeah, it became a great little template right there. I think one of the ones is like where you said some extremely gay stuff.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
The whole gay thing became
He had a
viral.
good reaction. Yeah.
I've always been straight.
But watching gay porn doesn't make you want to do gay shit.
Right. But I've never watched gay porn. I've scrolled the whole thing. And look, I like to put myself out there like that and let them, kind of talk shit and everything because it creates good content.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really have an ego when it comes to this thing. And even all the issues he had, I'm like, fuck it, whatever. We can get over that. He needs to make.
Somebody in the chat said, see, they're not friends. Yo, y'all some weak people.
Why is that weak?
Y'all are some weak people, honestly. Y'all are some weak people. Bro, with friends like y'all or with business partners like y'all, who need enemies? Who need enemies? Y'all are weak. The only person that you're supposed to go at, and I still think that it's a level that you just don't go beyond, is enemies. How you gonna do business with a person, get money with a person, and then try to expose everything about their life? That's not kosher.
Look, I'm not on Vlad is the Jewish person, so he would tell you if it's kosher or not. And I'm not on Vlad's side at all. Don't get it confused. But Aries is the one that started putting it out there. At all. Vlad is just capitalizing on it. I'm guessing that Vlad is considering himself like a bank, like an institution. Like, I hear what Anton is saying. If you're a record label, we're going to consider a person's feelings and how that relationship, man, the bank, particularly unless you big enough to where you sway some real value, like if you pull your money up out of here, this bank may go under. That sort of situation. The bank don't care nothing about your feelings. You signed a contract. That's what we're going to do. And like I said, I'm not vouching for Vlad. That's just how I'm guessing that Vlad feels about the situation. The contract is what it is. It said what it said. This is what we agreed to. This is why I expect to stick to. When I signed this, I meant forever. Forever, ever.
That ain't G. Who raised y'all? If you got money with a person, y'all connected with each other, whatever it is that y'all did, it don't matter if y'all friends and we hug each other and we talk on the phone every day, or if we was just getting money with each other. It's a certain level that you just don't stoop below. I thought that we understood that in the culture. So if y'all don't get it, then why y'all expect for him to move any differently if y'all don't even have no standards for yourselves? What kind of dudes is y'all? I'm telling you, man, the guys is the new women and the women is more masculine. The guys is the new women and the women is more masculine. Even when brothers fight, there's certain things you just don't say online. It's certain things you don't say online. And I'm going to just keep it at that. Y'all weird, man. Y'all are so, I feel like I'm in the wrong era. I'm in the wrong space. Y'all think it's cool to just be like.
See, I can see if Vlad just came out of nowhere with this. He didn't. Aries was going in first. He was going crazy with him. Telling all their business. He went on the podcast before Vlad retorted. And then Vlad was like, might as well get some money out of this. Plus, I don't know if you saw the whole exchange, how we got here with the back and forth with the actual negotiation when Vlad was actually willing to talk. You know? He didn't want to take them videos down, though, because that was the contract. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not even saying I would have moved like that. I'd have looked at everything I got and is it going to cost me? And I think Anton had a really creative idea. Like, okay, you just do another one off the strength. You know, I do this thing for you. You do this thing for me. But to just completely condemn Vlad's actions when it comes to speaking on the matter, and I think it's somewhat justified. You can't control how someone reacts or responds to someone else's prior actions. So that's why I feel like that. Anyway.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he wear makeup because he fat and all of this other. It's like,
yeah, he did go in.
Who does it? Nigga, wasn't y'all just getting money? Haven't y'all been working together for a decade? So y'all been working together for a decade. Even if let's say somebody throw me under the bus, right?
It's because he called him greedy. You're not allowed to call certain people greedy. You can't call them greedy. That's like the N-word to some people if you say they're greedy.
That I've been working with. I still give you like 5 passes before I even address what you addressed. And even then, I'm going to just address what you addressed. A lot of times I'll be like, that's just. It's so weird. It is so weird, bro. I remember when y'all was coming to meet, man, Tasha K said this, Tasha K said that. And I just be like, yeah, that's what Tasha K do. Like, first of all, that's what she do. Secondly, she a woman. But because I got her phone number but because I can deal with it, you know what y'all did? Y'all said it to me. And so I learned from it. I learned from other situations in the past. And I said, all right, cool. So then I just called her and reached out. Oh, okay. All right. So we talked about it. We figured it out. Okay. Well, that makes sense. And then I kept it moving. I'm not going to come back. And I don't always got to go back at you if I got your phone number in real life. But everything is different now. Let me get back to this.
Makeup artist, I'll get a makeup artist. He forgets his towel. Fine, we'll get him a towel. Whatever, right? So at that point, the views start going up. Now, keep in mind, I don't benefit from this. These are not my TikTok channels. These are other people's accounts.
Still promotion.
It's still promotion, but he's getting promoted more than me because here's the thing, right? And I swear to God on this. I swear that this is the absolute truth. Out of everyone that I've ever had on my show.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind people telling me what other people said about me. I'm going to tell you what my father told me. Life is 10% of what happens to you, 90% of how you react to it. I'm expecting for people to tell me that. But that don't mean that I have to move how they expect for me to move when they tell me. It's no problem with other people on the outside looking in that don't know that I have another person's phone number to come and tell me, hey, this is what was said. But once I find out the information, it's up to me to determine how I'm going to react to it. That's what I'm talking about.